How's it going, everyone? Yeah, pretty quick turnaround time for this Stellar Blade update. I had said as much in yesterday's video when we talked about it, but didn't think it was going to be literally the next day, and that is the case with the Stellar Blade update as it is live right now. Publisher Sony Interactive Entertainment and developer ShiftUp have released the new summer update for Stellar Blade, which adds 2 new outfits and other new content to the game. I think people will be very excited about some of this stuff. Also, do want to go over a couple of updates. Armored Core 6, one of my favorite games of 2023, reaches a major milestone, and that developer From Software is known for their Soulslike title. They probably won't be putting out another one for a little bit, but the Soulslike market obviously still getting a lot of big titles. Bleak Faith Forsaken, after a delay, is coming to PlayStation 5 in August. We'll talk that at the end of this video, but most importantly, Stellar Blade's latest update is live right now, and what is noted that we have a small area for summer vacation that has been added for a limited time at the Great Desert Oasis. Give Eve a tiny break. Summertime limited background music at the Great Desert Oasis. You can still listen to the newly Oasis soundtracks as the base camp. Newly added object interaction with the sunbed. 2 new outfits and 1 new accessory have been added, which can be obtained from Clyde's shop at the Oasis. Fix the issue of the hair color change not applying in the boss challenge preset, and fixed various other bug fixes. So I was actually wrong about there being photo mode added to it, so they still got photo mode in their back pocket, but taking advantage of the thematics, and let's just say, like, ShiftUp knows exactly who their audience is. Let's just put it that way. And you know what? It works, given that the time period is summer. I think this is just genius. Again, I cannot sing ShiftUp's praises enough. Just doing something like this, I didn't know. You know, there was always the talk earlier this year of, like, the elements of Stellar Blade, how effective it is. If you don't think this content, as minuscule as it is going to be all over social media, is going to drive insane amounts of impressions on X, everybody's favorite platform, you're insane. And you know what? ShiftUp would be nonsensical for them not to lean on it and do what they can, and thematically it works for the time period. I would think that an update like this, the summertime update, would have been great to have photo mode to go along with it, but you know what? You got photo mode later in the year, and if we are gonna do thematic updates for the game, hey, when the holidays roll around, I think a Christmas update would be awesome. I think if you add some sort of festivities, it's just gonna keep this game in the news cycle, which ShiftUp has done a phenomenal job. You know, it's one thing where a single-player game comes out and is received well. It's kind of impossible to keep that game in the news cycle. Well, it's very, very difficult, especially if it doesn't have, like, live service Assassin's Creed elements baked into it, where it's getting consistent content updates and DLC. ShiftUp hasn't dropped DLC necessarily for Stellar Blade, but they're doing things to keep this game in the news cycle. They've got a PC release in their back pocket. They've got paid DLC if they do want to do that at some point, which I think would be malpractice at this point, business malpractice for them not to do it, and I've illustrated all my reasons why, but there you go with that. Not a huge update here. I think people are still going to be wanting to wait and excited for photo mode, but hopefully that'll come out maybe even in August. They've been doing seemingly monthly rollouts. Wasn't Boss Rush last month? So if we're gonna get monthly content updates, makes all the sense in the world, and you're taking one of the games that has been a slam dunk new IP of this year, and you're keeping it in the news cycle, which is incredibly powerful, so good for them. From new IP to an IP that made a bit of a revival in 2023, Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon shipments and digital sales have topped 3 million units. Now, I'm sure there are going to be some people that are going to be like, oh my god, Armored Core 6 didn't do as well as Elden Ring. Alright, brother, not every game is going to do as well as Elden Ring, and I'm sure even with the budget attached to Elden Ring was a far bigger return on investment than Armored Core 6 was, but I'm happy that From Software gave another franchise of theirs some love, and I thought they did a fantastic job with Armored Core 6, and you know what? 3 million copies shipped and sold, that is still an incredible number. Let's not scoff at that whatsoever, and while playing Armored Core 6, I don't know the financials attached to it, but it didn't feel like it was the biggest budget game in the world, and to sell 3 million copies, I'm sure they made a healthy return on investment on Armored Core 6, and I just hope that Armored Core is a franchise that's here to stay. I'm not saying we get a game every year, bi-yearly, even every 3 years, but every, 4 or 5 years, hopefully Armored Core can swoop in, we get a new game, and then, they can alternate between their Souls-like titles and Armored Core. I think Armored Core offers something that also could become more and more popular over the years. That's kind of what happened with these Souls games as well, and 3 million copies sold for Armored Core 6. Tremendous, especially as From Software as a development studio continues to garner appeal. I think Armored Core 6, or their other titles that they put out, even outside of Armored Core, are gonna have that inherent level of interest just from being a FromSoft game. They're never gonna have the interest level, at least I don't think, of the Souls-like titles, but they can have a healthy place in the market, and I think anybody scoffing at 3 million copies sold would be like, a lot of games would kill for 3 million copies, and especially a franchise that's making a comeback after a long time. And, while I do say we need more action mech games in the gaming market, it is a bit of an unproven genre, so at this point, at least Armored Core 6 does prove that they can sell pretty damn well, and happy about that. And if you have yet to check out the game, it is one that's kind of holding up in price. I figured it would see a deeper discount by now because it's not a Souls-like game, and it was initially. Hopefully by the fall, it's down to, like $30, and I would say it's well worth full price, but, that's gonna vary from person to person on your opinion. Lastly, I do want to note, from Armored Core to a Souls-like from Software's, known genre, Bleak Faith Forsaken, after a delay, will be coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. Now, a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version were noted to happen. At this point, they're due out for a later date. The game initially came out back in March of 2023 on PC. Now it finally makes the transition to PS5. I saw somebody leaving a comment recently, and I didn't miss this comment. I saw it, and I was like, yeah, what did happen to Bleak Faith? Because I had mentioned it was coming out in July. It was initially going to, and then it got pushed back. Early August is when it's going to drop. Released initially on PC, the 3-person team at Archangel Studio have supported the game with an incredible amount of free content updates since launch, including cooperative multiplayer to create a truly epic open-world action RPG. The definitive console version has a number of additional updates to the current PC version, as well as utilizing console features such as the DualSense controller. These updates include updating the block and parry system, charged heavy attacks, several new enemies, new boss model, updated protagonist model, large UI changes, and overhaul of controllers. And relevant updates will also be coming to the PC version at console launch. It's a Souls-like third-person open-world survival horror action RPG where you play as one of the Forsaken, the last frontier of humanity against the growing horrors of the Omni structure, an interconnected and surreal environment containing a unique and twisted mix of dark gothic medieval world and brutal and decayed modernist architecture. The game is due out again on August 6th, initially due out July 25th. Saw a bit of a delay, but not too lengthy whatsoever, and it will be out in just a little while. And that is going to do it for me. Again, Stellar Blade's big update already out. The summer update is available now. You've got a new location to check out. It's a limited time event, so keep that in mind. 2 new outfits and some quality of life fixes as well. Armored Core 6, From Software's title that they went back to, the IP they went back to in 2023, sells 3 million copies, shipments, and digital sales. And Bleak Faith Forsaken dropping on August the 6th. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.